probably lock it just in case. Don't open it. Aww.
Robert.
Oh, man. Hey, welcome to Candlelight Commentary. I'm Cody.
And I'm Kara.
And we are coming to you with actually a new setup. Hopefully you can hear us better with our new microphone. You also notice we have a couple of headsets here. So hopefully some of the quality will be better for you guys, as well as our webcam's not going to be jumping in and out of focus anymore. But we got a great treat for you today. We have Ghoulman's scary ghost videos that will turn your dreams into nightmares. If you haven't seen Ghoulman, he is awesome. I recommend you give him a follow. Go check out his channel because he produces great content. What do you think about Ghoulman?
Yeah, he does awesome. He's got that voice for it, and I think he's only started like a year ago or so. So he's fairly new. Like, we're brand new, so we thought we'd plug him today. Yeah, go give him some love, drop some love for us, and we can go ahead and get started. You ready?
Yes, let's get into it.
Alright, I can't wait for my dreams to turn into nightmares. Here we go.
The following video is about a lady called Melissa who has been hearing voices for months now, voices so soft it's easy to miss. Like someone murmuring just behind her shoulder, but every time she turns, no one's there, and she even went to the extent of asking people nearby if they said anything to her, but the answer was always no. She eventually ignored it, brushing it off as stress or imagination, but that all changed after what happened the evening she returned from visiting a distant relative. She got home, stepped out of her car, and heard something.
Dang,
That's not good.
that sounded like right there.
Before you assume it was the doorbell, keep in mind she doesn't have one. Also, she came
Isn't
home
that what
alone,
this is?
and the only other living
That
thing
kind of looks like a ring.
golden fish.
Yeah, that's a good
Sound
point.
Came out of
Kind of looks like a ring
nowhere.
doorbell.
After this latest incident, she finally allowed herself to believe what she had been trying so hard to ignore. Something was following her. She uploaded the footage online, and not long after, reached out to a local ghost hunter who immediately scheduled her for a full spiritual consultation. Melissa is now sleeping with.
Sorry.
No, I think you nailed it. That looks just like a ring camera right there.
Right?
And if you notice,
Around.
as soon as it I don't know, it could be like a security camera as well, but that's not like voice enabled, but that's something to keep an eye on. That's a good point.
Well, I didn't even think about it until he mentioned that, but he's like, she doesn't have a thing at all. But what's that? So.
Salt by the door and mirrors covered. A classic protection method advised by her spiritual experts till they find a more permanent solution. If you've ever lost someone close, you'll know this feeling. That quiet sense they're still nearby, watching, maybe even trying to reach out. It's something a lot of us carry. And for Mrs. Collins, that feeling turned into something much more real. She lost her husband just a few months ago, and while grief is always hard, it is what started happening around the house that made things even harder to process. And the moment it began happening around her daughter, she knew she had to do something, so she started recording these moments. Here's what she caught.
Aw.
Robert.
Oh, man.
You say, come
Whoa.
on. Come on, Daddy. I ain't scared. Show me what he ate.
Where's Dada?
Whoa.
What's up there?
He's looking over her, watching out for her.
What?
I think she said heaven, didn't she?
What? Go. be doing. I don't. What's up there, baby? So then they followed us to grandma's house. I just turned the camera on and then, cause I see her when she started pointing, she'll point up to the sky. Where?
Aw.
There's nobody over there right here. Yeah, that.
After
Poor
posting it
baby.
online,
Yeah,
people flooded the
that's tough.
comments, but one particular viewer warned her to be careful. That sometimes evil spirits disguise themselves as loved ones. The idea got her attention, so she responded.
So this comment right here caught my eye. You don't mean to be insensitive. That's cool. I'm not taking everything to heart. Just don't lie like the person you commented under. He lied. I don't like that. I can have like a conversation about stuff. But you said that when someone passed, they can't speak with the living. I really don't think he's trying to talk to her. I think he's just showing up. And as weird as it sounds, I do believe she sees something. She's one. I don't feel like she's making up anything. She doesn't know how to make up stuff. I don't know what to tell the people who don't believe, but I truly believe that that's my husband. For people that's calling him a demon, so the demon looks just like my husband is what y'all saying. He don't look scary at all to her. So he just disguises himself as exactly as my husband looks. Because my baby knows her daddy. Also, are there no angelic spirits? It seems like people keep talking about evil spirits. Are there no sweet spirits? Are there no angelic spirits? And also, were these evil spirits not once living? I need somebody to answer that question, especially. I need that question answered. Because I'm not well versed on a lot of things, so I'm going to ask questions so I can get more understanding. And I just know I have opened up the comment section to thousands of comments, millions of views, possibly. So I don't mind listening to people with different opinions, different beliefs. It just has to make sense, and it just can't be somebody telling me somebody taught my daughter that. Nobody taught my daughter that.
Mrs. Collins didn't agree with
We both looked at
All right, let's talk about it. Let's do a little in favor of and against the two theories that were presented there. So, in favor of it being her father versus it being a demonic spirit.
You're not in the camera.
So, I am thinking that in favor of it being her father, one, she's 1 year old, so she's probably not going to understand the concept of somebody passing away or being gone.
Right.
So that's probably not going to click. So in that case, then she could have some type of like detachment thing going on because she hasn't seen him in a bit. But the fact that she's pointing to it in multiple locations as if there's a presence there leads me to believe that it's probably actually the father looking over, especially with him leaving a young family behind like that. And why I don't think it would be demonic related because she hasn't shown any signs of like paranormal play where a spirit would be trying to get to their attention in a potentially negative way if it was like a demon. Because I'm assuming then she would have been showing us stuff like something moving on the table or strange sounds or voices that she can't explain are there or shadows. What do you think?
There was nothing physical, like you said, or nothing we could hear. So it was literally just what the little girl was reacting to. It could be maybe neither of those. Maybe the mom just said, "Dad's in heaven now." Dada. And maybe she's just repeating that because she misses him. Maybe it has absolutely nothing to do with her seeing anything. Maybe she's just missing him and that's how she understood it.
Yeah, that's a very good point because when she pointed up, other times she pointed in a horizontal direction, but the time where she was holding her and she was pointing up, that made me think too, like, okay, you do have to tell your daughter something in this
Right.
terrible circumstance.
Because it's gone.
Yeah, so I think that's the most likely conclusion. But I also do think because of her indicating in other scenes a horizontal location rather than just vertical looking up, that there could be the
There's
dad
that.
looking around.
Or maybe they go to that park often and she has some sort of memory of him over by that tree, so she was pointing that way, like Dad was over there at one point, or something like that.
Yeah, they showed a building though too, and she was pointing horizontal again. So I believe, right, there was 2 locations that she pointed.
There was a few different ones,
Yeah.
so
So-
I have to look again. but-
Yeah, I lean towards most likely heaven, like trying to connect that.
Maybe not understanding kind
Yeah.
of thing, but if she's seeing something and she's not afraid, I wouldn't jump straight to, oh, it's evil.
No, but do you jump to it's a spirit more than it's just her not seeing anything and just missing data? Which one do you lean more towards?
I'd say it's probably just her misunderstanding and missing him. But if she's seeing something, then I don't think it's an evil thing.
All right, well, there you have it. My take is she's seeing her dad looking after her. Her take is that she's misunderstanding that he's in heaven and just kind of maybe seeing where he was in the past when he was around. But that's our take. Interested to hear yours in the comments. Let us know, leave a comment, and join in the conversation. All right, you ready to get back to it?
Either way, it's sad. So
Yeah, absolutely.
poor baby. All right, next.
The idea
keep
that it
going.
was anything dark. To her, what was happening felt comforting, not threatening.
Yeah.
But even then, many viewers remained skeptical. Some viewers supported her, while others insisted the energy might not be as friendly as she thinks. Still, she continued to share clips of her daughter talking to her father.
Where? There's nobody over right here. What I'm looking
This new clip got a different reaction, and even some viewers pointed out that the car alarm that randomly went off in the background was a spiritual sign. According to them, angels are known to trigger alarms and flicker lights, but demons can do that too, right? And then there were those who didn't believe it was paranormal at all, and suggested the child had simply been told what to say, or was just repeating words she had heard, and not interacting with anything unseen. Watch
That's
what
what I
she had to
said.
say about this.
So this comment doesn't really sit well with me. A couple others as well. But this comment says she doesn't see anyone at all. When he passed, someone has been pointing at the sky saying her dad's in heaven. She was taught this. Kids see, hear, and repeat. My baby's 1. So no, nobody has told her your daddy's dead. He's in heaven. Look, your daddy's dead. We wouldn't do that. She's 1. It's not like she knows he's dead. It's not like she's asking, where's my daddy? She's 1.
Okay, well, in that case, if she hasn't been told anything, then maybe she has seen something.
It's quite possible. That's what it looks like.
That gives more information to it, and yeah, if no one said, hey, Daddy's in heaven now, or something, then that's not something she would come up with herself. She
Right.
wouldn't know that, so maybe she did see something.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
Nobody's teaching her anything like that. And for her to be 1, she is smart. She is gonna see things, hear things, repeat things, but what you talking about, that's just not the case here. Just say you don't believe that she's seeing him, but don't make up stuff. It's not necessary to make up stuff. Because as far as I know, my baby doesn't know that daddy's dead.
Yeah, it said it's only a
Her
month,
viewers
so.
why she remains confident that her daughter sees her father and not a demon. One night, while folding laundry, she saw her daughter standing in the doorway speaking softly again. So she asked who she was talking to, and her daughter simply said, "Daddy says you shouldn't be sad." Mrs. Collins
Aw.
bursted into tears
Oh,
and
wow.
later saw something like a shadow slowly rising from the corner of the room and disappearing behind her daughter. Sadly, the moment caught her off guard and she couldn't record it, but she's certain her husband is constantly watching over her and their daughter. Personally, I think the child sees something, we just don't know what, but in the end, that's not for me to decide. So, what do you think? Is this a visit from a loved one or a demon pretending to be her father?
It's a sad but touching story if it's true that
Yeah, hopefully it's something good.
This next clip was recorded by a woman named Melinda, who had recently moved out of her former home. a place she believed was haunted, to start afresh in a new place. But the moment she settled into her new space with her children, strange things began to happen. And this time, they were even harder to ignore. What you're about to see was the final confirmation that whatever haunted her before had followed her.
Whoa.
Hey, where's your sister? She's in her room sleeping. Tonight? Yeah.
She doesn't know where her daughter is. Oh.
The door's closed over there. Amber.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. What?
Go to the front door, please.
That's scary.
Nobody's there. Go to the front door.
Should probably lock it just in case. Don't open it.
There's no one there. No.
Or you gotta open it.
No, never open it.
Yes, come on.
No, that's how you let him in.
No, that's pissing me off now. You open that door, you start throwing hands. Yeah, out here fucking up my day. Excuse my language.
Shadows moving across the hallway like someone was walking through the house. Doors slamming on their own. Something pulling back just as she reached to open it. Light suddenly going out. Doorbell ringing and knocking sounds. All with no one in sight. Now, if it had just been one weird incident, you might be able to brush it off and call it a coincidence, but the timing and the sheer number of strange occurrences all point to one thing. There's a ghost in that house. Just days before this video was taken, her daughter woke up with scratches on her arm. 3 long marks, spaced evenly. Paranormal investigators often note that scratches in threes can symbolize mockery of the Holy Trinity. That same night, Melinda's hallway light was turning on and off repeatedly. Then the smoke detector beeped once before falling completely silent, and nothing in the house was on fire. After this last strange activity that she recorded, Melinda was sure she was dealing with something demonic, so she contacted a local ghost hunter, and they now have a date locked in for a full cleansing.
Okay.
It won't erase what happened, but maybe, just maybe, it'll finally bring her peace, and hopefully this time the spirit stays gone.
Oh, man. I want to follow up on that.
Ghost hunter.
Man. If you're getting a ghost hunter out, man, you definitely. The only thing is, like, let's replay that whole thing back. Like, first thing we saw was she was coming out the porch, right? Yeah, through that sliding door.
But my question is, why was somebody already filming?
Exactly. That's a very good point. And why would you leave your daughter if you saw a man inside? Why would you leave your daughter? Because her reaction, like, it looked authentic because she was like sprinting out the house.
Yeah.
But then didn't she say like Amber's inside?
Well, she didn't know where she was. That's what I was like. Well, you don't know where your kid is?
Okay, I thought she
The
said
boys were like, oh, she's taking a nap.
Okay.
That's why she went back in to find her, but they never found her. So maybe she
Okay.
was outside?
Yeah, that's a good question. So then she comes inside and she's like, look, and then that's when that shadow passes. You hear the first ring on the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And then this entity started to rotate between 2 different doors. Was it their front door?
Well, the bedroom and the hallway slammed,
Okay. So that was a bedroom.
I think.
And we didn't check on Amber at all the whole time, right?
I never found her.
Yeah, I didn't see her. So I would say that's a fake. Just too many opportunities, I think, there to do what most people would do. And especially as a parent, we having kids, like the first thing you're thinking is, let me collect these kids. Yeah. Especially if there's a man, you're not going to dip out the house. If you think there's something in there and you don't know where the kids are, you clear the house first. You make sure everybody's out of the house before you run out the house.
So maybe it was, I mean, they could have been filming a scary video, or, you know, there could have been, maybe Amber's a teenager, maybe she's outside with all her friends laughing their butts off, who knows. Let's scare mom.
Yeah.
You know, we can't find her, but she's outside. She's the one banging on the door, and she's just ducking down. All she did was look through the peephole and, like, kind of through the side window. She didn't really look. So it could have been. Plus, the camera didn't show it, so even if she says there's nobody there, you know, we didn't see enough to verify that.
That also brings me to the camera person, going back to what you were saying. I didn't see any reactions from the person who was recording. I didn't hear any reactions. Like, oh, we got to check it out, or what's going on. That person just seemed kind of like no response motion and just followed along. So I think that plays into your idea of it being kind of probably a hoax.
And then, if you notice, when they go in and they see the shadow on the wall, like, their shadows were casting that direction too.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could have just been somebody next to them, not in camera, but next to them that was making it, and just walked past just to make it. And then they kept going, but all the shadows were in that same direction. So
yeah, you raised a lot of good points. So what are you going with on this one? A hoax or the real deal?
if it's the real deal, you need to move, because that's horrible. And that's scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get out. Get all your kids and just break your lease, get out of there. But if it's, I don't know, I'm leaning towards a hoax, I think.
Okay. Yep, hoax it is. That's on the same way. We both agree it is a hoax. So
Based on what they showed us in that one video. If there's an update that we have not yet seen, then maybe there's more information. But for right now, we're going to say it's a hoax.
all right, let's move on to video number 2.
Number 2.
The following clip was captured by a woman named Clarissa, who was returning home one evening with her children after dinner. As she pulled into the driveway and parked the car, something immediately caught her eye. The bedroom light was on. No one was supposed to be home, and she was certain she didn't leave the light on. She asked her kids to stay in the car while she went inside to check, but just as she stepped out, this happened.
So, me and my kid just got back from eating dinner, and my bedroom light is on, which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't leave it on. Come on. Listen, I'm gonna walk inside real fast. I want you to wait out here for me. Yeah, I want you. Oh my god.
It's a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yep.
Jaden? Yeah, it is. Go next door. Go next door and get your icy, okay? If you hear me scream, y'all hear me scream, call 911. Okay?
Or just don't go in and call 911 anyway.
See, they got the Christmas wreath there. That's the Grinch inside.
For most of us,
Must
the
be that
light
time of
going
year.
off with the image we saw reflecting on the glass would have been enough to turn the car back on and run. But she told her children to go next door and call 911 while she walked into the house. The house was completely torn apart with no one inside. If that's not proof of a ghost, I can't wrap my head around any other reason.
Or a
What she
burglar.
didn't post online was what she found upstairs. The closet door was wide open, and one of her shoes was placed perfectly in the center of the bed, with the rest of the room untouched. That
weird.
detail alone gave her chills, and she hasn't entered that room since. She showed the footage to her friends and family, and they believed her, clearly because Clarissa had never been one to exaggerate. Her family members, who were concerned about her safety, contacted a local ghost hunter, and they are in the process of getting rid of the spirit.
All right, let's do a quick fire on that one because that was a bit of a shorter video.
Yeah, it's not a lot to go on, but if you see a shadow in your house, don't go inside. You don't know what it is. Like,
You gotta go
safety wise. Okay, well, you're a man. You can go inside and start throwing your hands.
You gotta get out of my house. Like,
I ain't going in there. I'm gonna
I
go.
work tomorrow. Like, I got stuff to do, man. Especially like, I'm like, how many rooms you got if you're like, the ghost left a shoe on the bed or whatnot? It's like, I don't go in there no more. It's like, hold on now. I don't got enough rooms to just be tossing rooms out. And I don't got enough space in my home, so.
Mark that one off. Sleep on the couch now.
That ghost is gonna, I'm just gonna move that shoe to the carpet and say, that's your spot. You know?
You get my shoe.
And you don't pay my damn bills, so don't be wasting my electricity while I'm gone. Alright? Because that thing had the light on. Like, you pull up and the light's on, like somebody's don't give a damn about your electricity. If it's a ghost, they ain't paying no bills.
Nah.
No.
Okay, I don't care.
So I lean towards there's not enough evidence to go off of to indicate that this is the real deal. It's her. But I want to leave in favor of just because the way it was presented and she pulled up, nobody's supposed to be home. She sees the shadow. I think there are two different windows.
Yeah, enough. There's a door and a window.
Yeah. So, and she did tell the kid, "Hey, go next door." And was it like get help, get a cop? What?
They must know their neighbor and just go in and stay there.
Maybe it's a dude with a gun. Like, hey, just in case maybe the neighbor's got a gun. Maybe they can come by and clear the house. So I'm leaning towards it's possible. Not 100% either way. Just missing some information. What do you think?
Well, at the end, he said they hired a ghost hunter, and they're trying to get rid of the spirits. So that means either if it was a person, they snuck out the back before she saw him.
That's weird.
We gotta
I'll
go.
be right back. I just heard something. Hang out right here. I'm here. Hold on.
Something just started playing all by itself. What the heck? His phone just started playing a video. Just all by itself. It's in over there.
Whoa.
What was that?
Yeah, it just started playing a video. Like, that was weird.
It just started playing all by itself.
All right. Well,
From the other room.
now, all right. Well, what can you say? Now I'm leaning towards more than likely that video has something going on.
Well, just final thought was if you're a single mom, don't go in by yourself and just send your kids somewhere else. Don't do that. Call the police. Call a friend. Call somebody.
Absolutely.
And apparently we have the ghost. So, fun. All right, next one. Number 1.
When you've lived with unexplained things long enough, there comes a point where fear turns into frustration. And for Michael and his teenage son, that point came one evening after months of strange activity in their home. There had been odd noises, cold spots, flickering lights, but it was the basement that always felt different. Like something was waiting down there. One evening, they made a decision to go down there themselves and face whatever was hiding in the dark. Michael slipped a pouch of blessed salt and a small crucifix into his pocket, items commonly used for spiritual protection. And together, they locked the basement door behind them.
Yeah.
Committed. I like it. Why are we letting the kid lead?
Let me go first. You shouldn't even be there.
Maybe the kid's been taking karate classes.
Maybe.
Dad's like, he whooped my ass.
The kid's lethal.
Oh, I heard it.
What was that?
Don't drop the weapon. That was the cross, right? You gotta pick that up.
I think it was glass.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. sulfur?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh, dang.
Stop. I gotta go. I don't. We make a break. There's nothing there. Stay behind me.
Charge at it. Charge at it. You just run right through it. Gotta make a break.
Yeah, there was a figure there.
Oh, he's trying.
You got your phone?
The noise down there was strange and deep, like growls. But what really stood out was the smell. At first, it seemed like something rotten, almost like a bad fart, but then it shifted, becoming thick, sharp, and sulfuric. If there's one thing we know, it's that paranormal investigators often say that the smell of sulfur is a sign of demonic presence, easily mistaken at first, but unmistakable once it hits. But maybe, just maybe, the strange noise and smell could be dismissed. What they saw standing still in the corner of the room is proof that whatever happened in that basement wasn't imaginary. Standing still in the corner first, but unmistakable once it hits. But maybe, just maybe, the strange noise and smell could be dismissed. What they saw.
That's a figure. That's a
Yeah,
person.
it's definitely yep. That's a
Looks
silhouette
like
of
a
someone.
skirt, so maybe a female.
Died down in that basement.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's the thing, though. If you smell that and it's like right with the stairs, so they can't even get out.
Or one of those shadow people.
Shadow figure.
The thing is I thought there was something there next to the water heater. You saw like the two little glowing.
Yeah, I thought there was eyes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So we can see that again. Where was that? It's hard to find again, but like right there.
But maybe,
Go
just
about
maybe,
5 seconds back.
but unmistakable sulfur, as we know, shifted. At first, it seemed like something sharp and sulfuric. If
Maybe
there's
further
one thing
down.
we know, it's that paranormal investigators often say,
Yeah, right here. I thought this was like a mouth and eyes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It might be part of
It might be
piping.
or something. That's what I saw. Well, that's definitely something right there.
So
still in the corner of the room, is proof that whatever happened in that basement wasn't imaginary. It wasn't even residual energy. It was real and it was demonic.
Did you see that?
yeah, and then it was peaking.
Okay, it's just going.
It wasn't imaginary. It wasn't even residual energy. It was real.
Yeah, it's peeking around the corner.
Does
Up
it-
the stairs.
Does
They
it
can't get out.
move? Yeah, does it move though? Like
It
at
did
that
a little
last
bit.
second?
And it was
Kind of
demonic.
like it did back. Yeah.
You can see that.
So, yeah. All right. So let's see. What do we know about this so far? They didn't give us much history or background around the house. It's not like they said they've been having multiple sightings, right? I didn't hear that. This is kind of like
I
a
think they did. They said that the father and son had been
down in the basement.
seeing something, and it seems to mostly be in the basement.
Okay. So
They
then
went down there, like.
okay, so there is a history. I'm glad you caught that. So there is a history, and then the first thing they decide when they're trying to confront it, I guess they said they're bringing a crucifix in the pocket, and they're going to lock the door with a shoestring and a key.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then they let the son lead. So we were looking at that dynamic right there. As far as my take on it, the kid should not be in front, unless this kid's a lethal weapon, like you said. What good is a shoestring around the door going to do? I don't know, unless it's like a holy shoestring.
Well, I guess it's just kind of tied. I don't think there was a way to lock it. Otherwise, they would just
Yeah, okay.
so that nothing could go out. Maybe.
Yeah, and why would you lock it? What would there be reason to lock it?
Well, it just says no way out, so I guess they didn't know what was down there, so they just wanted to make it, at least in their minds, harder for something to see past them. I don't know what they thought, honestly, but I don't think they were expecting a shadow person.
Yeah, and then they walk to the end of the basement.
Which went like all the way around.
Yeah, and the lights flickered or shut off.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything dynamically like stuff rustling around or anything. They look back and they see the figure twice. Right? He takes his eyes off of it.
Well, they kind of freak out and jump backwards, and then they look again and it's peeking at them.
And he says, "Hey, we're gonna make a break for it." And then we see it on the stairs.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of blocking their way.
Yeah, the silhouette looked like a normal person. I mean, I guess an entity shadow figure would. I don't know. Sometimes shadow figures look tall and gangly, or
yeah, that one looked kind of short, like a woman, kind of thick,
yeah,
curvy.
And then the way it was like peeking. That's where they're headed. It almost seemed like it's like there's no signs of it being an evil spirit.
Right, it's just there.
It's just like hanging out. It's like, oh, you guys are down to, come say what's up. Why'd you guys lock the door? And so he's like, hey, the ghost probably heard him. He was probably like, yo, I heard you say that you wanted to charge out, head out. I'm just unlocking the door let me get it for you. Like, it's probably chill. It's probably like, hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm in the middle of dinner, actually, so it's not really a good time for me either. So let me get the door for y'all, right?
Well, I'll just go back upstairs.
Yeah. So
this is my domain.
But truth be told, I think it is probably a hoax. I think they staged it really well. It looks like they're having fun. The dad and the son. It's like, hey, I bet this will probably go viral. Let's just make something fun, like a little project.
Because I don't imagine a kid being that brave. I don't know. Like, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, because he's past the age where I think kids would be more curiously prone in a not taking it a negative way. Mm-hmm. I think he's a little bit more mature. Because it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the age range maybe around like 1 to 6, 1 to 5, they seem to interact with these spirits and it's not typically a negative presence on them. Usually what happens is they draw the adults or the older children in by using the little kid, the littlest one, as like maybe a vessel or a way to get the kid to start talking about the entity. Because once the entity gets noticed, right, and everybody starts talking, like knowing it exists and believing, that's usually when it seems like those demons get more powerful. Because now everybody is aware and everybody's kind of focusing on it, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got people like me that do stupid stuff, like start getting mad and talking crap to it or something, and I die. I'm one of like the first ones that die in the movie because I start getting frustrated.
Try to push them.
Yeah, so... but I think, is a hoax. What do you think?
I mean, I just would have expected a little more fear from the kid. So he looked maybe 8 or 9, 10 in that area. I don't know. Unless his dad didn't tell him what they were doing, or he didn't really have full information. He was just like, all right, let's put it out into the basement. It just seems a little more set up.
Cool.
Just the way that the shadow was, I don't know. It looked like it could have just been a person standing there, that, a friend.
Well, cool. I'm glad you agree with me. I'm glad we're on the same page. So,
I don't know.
We both agree it is a hoax. Leave your comment down in the letting us know what you think of that situation, if it's real or fake. And this is the last video. So we will see you guys next time.
All right, thanks for watching Candlelight Commentary. If you enjoyed this content, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And, leave a comment. Tell us what you think.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Have a good night.